Is this system... Is this system a bit overkill for your shoots? I want to give you my opinion. So we got this for car filming, and you're like, Andy, you don't run that fast. No, you're right. I don't run that fast. We got it because I thought, you know what? We can do some epic shots, like just go over the window, through the window, things like that. As you can see, I'm in a very tight space. This is not intended for a very small room, especially our little YouTube room. This is no doubt hard work. It is very hard work, not only to show you guys, because I was determined to do it in this room, to show you guys it, but to actually configure, work out how it all works. You can see I've got the pole system here. You can see that there's this Dr. Octopus arm coming around the side here. It is practical, despite what you're seeing me do here. It is very practical for filming, because the whole point of a system like this is so that it takes the weight out of the gimbal. You get some more dynamic moves, and I think that's the point. Before I go much further, I'm going to make this video a little bit more comfortable for myself. Let me just put this on here. Again, when you go for this kit, you will need additional stuff like V-mount batteries. You'll obviously need a gimbal. You obviously need a camera. If you thought balancing a gimbal was difficult, well, this is a whole new level. You need to make sure you got rotations in place. You need to move this pole up and down. You can fix the tripod to the bottom of this pole so you can stand it up, balance your gimbal, but you will need a storage stand for sure. You need something to put all your kit onto. This whole vest thing can go onto here. I think this whole storage thing, excluding the tripod we got it mounted on, was around about £100 and worth every bloody penny. I tell you that, because you can hook this Dr. Octopus arm onto it as well. Definitely don't use this in a confined space, as you can see. But moving, it's actually quite nice. You feel like you've got some sort of military vest thing on. You feel a bit stupid to start off with. I did. I was like, oh, Andy, what have you done here? Is it all about the looks and not actually much gain? No, there is gain to this. You can get some great shots from it. Moving with it is great. You still need to be steady on your feet. And the whole point of having a system like this is to take out the bounce. So this is very tough. That takes out the bounce of your movement. Plus, once you've got this all balanced up, that takes out friction. All your shots look really smooth, really cinematic. But I do feel like a ninja wielding a staff sometimes, the way I'm moving it around. My martial art days certainly come into play when trying to film with this rig. Now, I have said this is heavy. This can take a maximum payload of 10 kilograms, and you also got to keep in mind the payload of your gimbal. This is the RS3 Pro. Then we've got the Raven Eye connected to it as well. I wouldn't recommend a wire threaded, HML wire threaded and go into a monitor. I tried this on our first setup with MG, and it made it very difficult. So go for a wireless setup. Again, you will have to buy the Raven Eye if you haven't already got it. So guys, I've noticed a staggering 98% of you aren't subscribed to Pulsate Reviews. It'd be great if you could like this video, subscribe, it's free. It helped me keep bringing some entertaining videos to you. Let's get back to this ridiculous float. When you get this, there is no doubt in my mind you will be overwhelmed. And I turned to, obviously, YouTube, like you guys are now watching this. I turned to YouTube on the best way of like setting this all up, taking it apart. You can see on the side here, this is all mounted to me. So I'm just going to unrelease this, give you a bit of a closer look on it. This is very, very cool. It is a solid piece of kit. It's got loads of dampening features on it, so you can balance it all out. Let me just put this on the table. I don't want to scratch my table. It comes in this lovely sniper case. What's under my desk, as always. This is a big case, but you can store everything in it. It's got some additional bits in it, like some grab rails on the back of this vest, so that somebody can direct you backwards. You know, it's very good for your safety side of things. I'm just going to give you a bit of a twirl to see what this looks like on the back. You can have it mounted on your left side or you can have the arm, this thing here, mounted on your right side. It all depends on how you handle that pole. Initially, when I set it up, I had this on the right side, but I found I was clanging, clicking it, and I was like, this is no good. This is just, I feel like I had one hand tied behind my back with this all together. So you have to definitely practice before you go out on an actual job. I have made some modifications on this. I saw a couple of YouTubers do this, and this is something I would highly recommend, and I may do a follow-up video on. If you'd like me to, comment below. On the back here, I have extended the support, because when you're filming and it's all taken away at the front, you want it to hold back. So I'm 5'5.5", and I'm not a tall guy, but I felt like I needed that pad on the back a bit further up, because what happens is the whole vest the system goes like that. Everything is mounted onto your hips. This is why I say get the vest as well. Take some support on your shoulders, especially if you're going for a heavier rig than I've got here. So let's talk about the investment without all the additional stuff. And I can tell you, it's not a light decision to make. It's not a light decision to make. It is quite expensive, considering if you've already got a gimbal and you've got all that side of things. We actually got a really good deal on it. We got it from, I'm just going to demonstrate before I tell you the price, how difficult it is to put this on by yourself. I am sweating, guys. But the price of this, let me just move this out of the way. Let's have a good look here. So the price of this retails at £1,350. Dollars wise, I think it's quite comparable, but I wasn't not going to pay that. We actually got this off eBay, brand new, for £799, and that is just a bargain. I was absolutely gobsmacked. We could buy this brand new for that price. So as a piece of kit, everything you get with it, it's actually unbelievable, but you need to be using it for the right scenarios. Who this is for? I think this is for people who love this stuff. Number one, if you want to look like you know what you're doing, this certainly conveys this to your clients. But I think the next time we will use this for filming won't be with cars. It will be at an all-day event, something where we're walking around, we've got to get high shots, low shots. So I think this is very much if you intend to be filming all day. Otherwise, the setup time and everything just really negates the benefit. Not only the cost, it is the additional cost as well. Like I mentioned, V-mount batteries, the vest, the support, everything else which comes along with it. You're going to be investing probably, I would say, in the region of another £500 to £700 in order to get this to absolute perfection. So comment below, what do you think? Have you used one? And if you've liked this video, I know you will probably like our hydro camera rig for vehicle filming. That's not an easy setup. I had as much trouble with that as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Pew, 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 pew.